This leads into my next overreaction, which is if the Vikings are offered, even if the Vikings are offered a first round pick, they should not trade Sam Darnold this year because this is the NFL. It's one of the most unpredictable leagues and sports in the world. If you're playing well, you ride that out. You don't like if the Vikings are 5-1 before the trade deadline, they're like, oh well, the Dolphins are offering a first round pick for Darnold. We should probably just let him go and plan for the future. No, if you're doing very well, you need to ride it out and see how far you can go. Because did the Eagles think they were going to win the Super Bowl after Carson Wentz got hurt and Nick Foles had to fill in? Probably not at first, but they kept, playing very well and they rode it out and they won a Super Bowl. So like we just don't know what's going to happen in the future, and you can't prevent yourself from reaching like a goal like that. If the Vikings are playing like the best team in the NFL with Sam Darnold, you have to keep him here regardless of how much, other desperate teams are willing to give you for him, because you just don't know. Like look at the Niners. They were in the Super Bowl last year. They're 1-2 now. And who knows, if there's been plenty of teams to make the Super Bowl, lose the Super Bowl, and the next year not even make the playoffs or even win the Super Bowl. The Broncos in 2015 won the Super Bowl, didn't even make the playoffs next year. So like if you're playing well, you have to see how far you can take it. And it doesn't matter if a team's like, well, we'll give you 1 or 2 first-round picks and it could help you in the future. No, who cares about the future? Because right now, you got to focus on what you're doing right now. And right now, the Vikings, championship isn't like this crazy word to use with this team. So don't trade Sam Darnold, even if a team's like, we'll give you a first-round pick. No.
And this, I mean, I'm going to sound hypocritical right now because last November, the Vikings had Daniil Hunter and everybody's like, dude, you should trade him. And like, everybody's like, you're going to destroy the locker room. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of guys would have understood it. Like, hey, Kirk just blew his ACL.
Was Daniil Hunter like this vocal guy in the locker room too? I don't think he was. Very quiet, gentle giant.
Yeah. But I mean, it wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, trading Sam Darnold. Here's the other thing. Like, people have already talked to me. Like, I was in the office yesterday, and one of my coworkers says to me, he goes, "Would you even think about re-signing Sam?" No. Because this is what happens. Like right now, Sam Darnold's being tricked up by everything around him, which I'm not taking credit away from Sam Darnold. He is playing out of his mind right now, and it's great. But like Kevin O'Connell is doing things with Sam Darnold right now. What is he going to do with JJ McCarthy, a guy with a very strong arm that's even more mobile than Sam Darnold and
younger?
Yeah. And they talked about him too. Judge Zolgad of Purple Daily mentioned this during camp that, guys gravitated towards JJ. Yeah. Like he had an it factor as far as a leader goes. And could JJ McCarthy not be what we think he is when he comes off an injury? Sure. Like that can happen. But then you just draft another quarterback and you try and that's what teams should do, is like they should just keep drafting quarterbacks until they hit. I think, trading Sam, I didn't even think about trading Sam Darnold. You're 3-0 right now. I think the point I was trying to make, I'm kind of walking in circles right now, but last year you're 4-4 with your starting quarterback out. Yes, it makes sense to ship off pieces. Right now you're 3-0, the best team in the NFL, like I just got done saying. And no, you ride this out. You ride this out throughout the year, and Sam Darnold walks away for nothing, whatever. You get a fun season out of him. Like the Vikings' goal is to be competitive. Like look at how everybody reacted when Sam Darnold went down holding his knee yesterday. Right? Like he's like, oh my God, here comes Nick Mullins. And like, you could just hear like shoot to thrill blasting in your brain because it's on his, just like, all right, coach, let's go. I got this. I've been waiting for this my whole life. What you want to throw it 90 yards downfield? Nick, we're on the 30. No, man, 90 yards, full send, baby. I'm good. Yeah, I'm not trading Sam Darnold right now. I'm not re-signing him either.